A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. I am here with a solution. We're always having issues, complaining, finding problems. But in this one, I have a solution. Stay tuned as we will have Alzarri's 11 versus Rovman Powell's 11. So the T20 World Cup is less than a month away. And I am aware that all our players might not be available prior to the T20 World Cup, right before the T20 World Cup. But the IPL, it will be finishing like 5 or so days prior to the start of the World Cup. 1 or 2 of our players might not be available because their team, might go all the way in the IPL. But these 2 squads that I have here, are these 2 teams. I am going with the notion that they are all available. So 1 or 2 changes might, we might need to make 1 or 2 changes based on the availability of players, right? So I have 22 players here, plus I will be thinking about a couple of others that we can add to the squad. So it's Rovman Powell's 11 versus Alzarri's 11. And for Rovman Powell's 11, opening the batting, we have Brandon King and Johnson Charles. Brandon King and Johnson Charles. Johnson Charles will be doing the keeping for us. He will be taking care of business behind the stumps. Coming in at number 3, we have Raston Chase in this team. Now, Raston Chase has done some work recently, especially against Australia, and he has earned his way back into the mix of things. So Raston Chase would bat at number 3 in this team. At number 4, we have Nicholas Pooran. Nicholas Pooran will be in the outfield. He will be moving around, using up his speed in and around the infield and the boundary. Very safe pair of hands. So batting at number 4. And just to remind you, these players, these positions that they are batting might not be the actual position that you would expect them to bat when they are playing in the actual West Indies team. But based on the setup of how I have these teams, they might be batting 1 or 2 position slightly different from where they would be batting in the actual team. So Brandon King, Johnson Charles, Raston Chase, Nicholas Pooran. At number 4, we have the captain for this team, Rovman Powell. Rovman Powell comes in at not 4, number 5. Right, so Rovman Powell comes in at number 5. At number 6, we have Andre Russell. Russell, not much needs to be said about him. Man is in very, very good form in the IPL. Hitting the ball to all parts of the ground. You understand? Bowling well also. Hopefully that form will transition from the IPL to here. So he comes in at number 6. We have Kevin Sinclair next. Right, Kevin Sinclair has found good form, not only with red ball, but also white ball. So we have Kevin Sinclair representing in this team. Jason Holder, the man that we see recently, he's doing a lot of work to get back into the West Indies test team, into the mix of things. So Jason Holder is still there and thereabout when it comes on to our T20 team. Quite a few people say that they don't want him in the actual team, in the final team, but he is here in this 11 here. After Jason Holder, or we could even have Holder batting before Sinclair. After Jason Holder, we have a spinner that a lot of people they have been calling for. And I have been standing out and I've been saying with 2 left arm spinners already in the West Indies squad, it doesn't really make much sense to have him. But for the purpose of this best versus best here, we have Fabian Allen, right? Hoping that he will find some form with bat and ball and will probably squeeze himself in. He's an impact player. He's a player that can change the game. When people put that in the comment section, they think I don't understand, They think I don't understand how good he is and that he's a 3-dimensional player. I know he's good in the field, he's good with the bat and good with the ball. But it doesn't make the team over the 2 left arm spinners that we already have. Plus, when it comes on to his hitting power, we have Andre Russell playing that role. We have Rovman Powell. We have Alzarri Joseph. These guys are ahead of him based on form. You understand? So, and we know he's good in the field, but we have guys that are good in the field. Also, the ball will not always go to him. I know we can say that catches win matches and man can save how much runs in the field, but come on, you're not going to pick a man just because he's able to field. Unless you can substitute him. Right? But I would love for him to play in this best versus best here and actually do well. Right? After Fabian Allen, we have Shamar Joseph. Man in the IPL hasn't gotten an opportunity just yet, right? But we know the pace is there. We know he has the ability. He was a part of the Guyana Harpy Eagles. Is it Harpy Eagles? He was a part of the Guyana T20 squad, right? That one the CPL, the Guyana team there. It's not the Harpy Eagles. Don't remember the name right now, but Shamar Joseph and Goody Kishmoti will finish off there. So that's Brandon King, Johnson Charles, Raston Chase, Nicholas Puran, Rovman Powell, Andrew Russell, Kevin Sinclair, Jason Holder, Fabian Allen, Shamar Joseph, and Goodikish Moti. So we have guys there to do the batting, and we have guys there to do the bowling, right? For Alzarri's 11 now, we have Kyle Mayers and Shea Hope opening the batting. Kyle Mayers and Shea Hope, both men, they are there in the IPL, but we haven't seen much of them just yet, right? So Kyle Mayers and Shea Hope. Shea Hope will be behind the stumps in this one. At number 3, surprise one here. Surprise, surprise. A man that is now a finisher. A man that we have been calling for years to bat high up in West Indies team and help the team. Didn't do it any at all. Went to the IPL, batting lower order. Know that he is not really doing much. I see people all over jumping that he needs to bat high up the order for West Indies so that he can pick up form. And I'm like, when we needed somebody to bat up the top, his fans were saying that he's a finisher. Now all of a sudden they want him to bat up the top there to get. So Shemran Hetmeyer, I will have him batting at number 3 in this team. And as I said, these aren't the positions that they will necessarily bat in the final team. That is if some of these players even get in the final team. So he bats at number 3. At number 4, Sheffield Rutherford has a more, well, you can say he has the number 4 slot. He has an important role here, right? So instead of coming in at number 6, like he does sometime, or number 5, he will bat at number 4 in this team. At number 5, we will have Romario Shepherd as the main all-rounder there. And Romario Shepherd will be expected to play the role that, you know, Ari will be able to, well, not play the role, but he will be looking to copy whatever Andrew Russell is doing for the other team. Akil Hussain will be the frontline spinner in this team, right? So Akil Hussain will be matching up with whatever Kevin Sinclair or Moti has to offer on the other team, or Chase. Matthew Ford is also there. Matthew Ford, my viewers and subscribers, he has shown good quality with ball, and we know the ability is there with the bat. Alzarri Joseph himself, the captain, also comes in. And somebody that is, you can say, is a bit forgotten, but Dominic Drakes. I am bringing in Dominic Drakes for this one. And to finish off, we have Hayden Walsh Jr. He was recently in the West Indies test squad in the West Indies white ball squad against Australia, if my memory serves me right. So he's there. And to finish off, we have Obed McCoy, right? So Obed McCoy and Alzarri Joseph alongside Dominic Drakes and Romario Shepherd, Matthew Ford, they will be doing the work with the ball in terms of the seam. And we have Walsh and Hussain to do some spin. Kyle Mayer, Shea Hope, Rutherford, Hetmeyer will be expected to do the work with the bat. Over on the other team, Shamar Joseph and Jason Holder alongside, Shamar Joseph, Jason Holder, Andrew Russell will be expected to do the work where the seam is concerned. And then we have Moti, Sinclair, guys like Allen in the team to do some work with the in terms of spin. So that is the team there. Well, those are the 2 teams. I am still working on a couple other players that I can use to make up the squad. But as I said, this is nothing official. This is not West Indies. This is not me sharing something that was shared on the West Indies platform. This is just me saying, listen, if all these players are available, let us get them playing a couple of games prior to the World Cup, right? All of them might not be available, but you can substitute a couple of who I have on this list here and get a team together. Going to leave it right there for now. And if your favorite player wasn't on there, the best way to fix it is to list your playing 11 and put them in there. Big up on yourself.